And in fact, our next guest is going to talk about Juneteenth. Her name is Kendra Barnes, a real estate investor and founder of Key Resource. How you doing, Kendra?
Good. How are you?
Are you celebrating Juneteenth today?
Yeah, I'm celebrating and I'm also reflecting because, there's so much to celebrate when it comes to Juneteenth, but I'm also looking at how far we've come and how far we have to go.
So, let's get right into it. The typical net worth of a white family, it's 10 times greater than that of the average black family. Why is that? And why is that the reality today that black families still face?
There's so many reasons, but I'll just talk about one, and that's generational wealth passed down with real estate. So for so many years, Black people either weren't able to buy houses or were only able to buy houses in certain areas due to something called redlining. And because of that, we were left out of the power curve when it comes to generational wealth. We don't have these houses that we're passing down for generations and the power that comes along with that.
Yeah, everything's associated with home ownership as well, going to college, et cetera. Your home, you can tap it for equity if you're short on money, et cetera, et cetera. Moving is expensive. Rents tend to go up. When you own your home, the costs are more fixed. So it's a whole different ball of wax.
Well, Kendra, a lot of young people, a lot of our young viewers don't think they'll ever be able to own a home in today's climate. What do you say to them?
Well, first, I want to say to you, you are worthy of wealth. And you can do this. Like, you have everything you need. You can start right now, today, with what you have. There are so many down payment assistance programs and grants for first-time home buyers where these programs literally eliminate or lower your down payment. And so I think these young people are looking at that down payment as a huge hurdle, but you can definitely get over it. There are so many resources out there. So I want you to be encouraged and be empowered.
What do you say to these young people who, instead of home ownership, they would rather have freedom for the time being?
Well, I say with ownership comes freedom, comes so many more options, right? I think people think of ownership as this thing that'll tie you down, but just because you own a house doesn't mean you can't move around, doesn't mean you can't be free and travel. If you buy a house and you want to travel or you want to move, you can rent it out, right? You can sell it. And just think of ownership as options. There's a tagline for Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. Well, ownership gives you options. And I just want you to keep that in mind.
So that was not sponsored, but I do like the Red Bull gives you wings. So, Kendra, let's move on to what we call our Bold TV quick questions, right? And we create these type of segments for social media. So keep your answers short. So for millennials and for Gen Z, is there an easy way to get into real estate investing?
No, there's no easy way. If you're looking for something easy, real estate investing is not for you, but it's definitely worth it. So I won't say there's an easy way to get into it at all, but you can definitely do it. It's totally doable.
So do you believe that real estate is the key to building wealth, especially intergenerational wealth that you can pass on to your descendants?
100%, yes.
And can you tell me why?
Because like I said, with ownership, it gives you options, right? And there's just so much power in being able to pass down an asset to your loved ones.
So, communities of color, rural communities, et cetera, have less wealth than certain racial groups and people in different areas. Do you think here in the United States we will ever be able to bridge the wealth gap between different communities?
Definitely. I know we can.
And how do we make that a reality?
I'm making a reality every day by sharing my story and empowering people that you can be young and Black and own multiple properties. And so I'm living proof, and I'm empowering people to do that. And I encourage everyone else to share their story as well.
Tell me a little bit about your story, Kendra. How'd you go down this road?
I got into it really randomly. I played a board game called Cash Flow one day, and I was like, oh my goodness, it really gave me this aha moment. I need to be making my money make money. Passive income is the key to wealth. You have to be able to make money in your sleep, basically. Stop exchanging time for money. And once I realized that, I jumped into real estate investing, and I've been addicted to it ever since.
Tell us a little bit about the properties you own.
So we own properties in Washington, D.C. and Maryland. We own some multi-units, condo, and single-family homes. And we live in Texas, so we're managing them from afar. But we've been in real estate investing for about 6 years now.
Wow.
Oh.
Julia, it's a game changer when you own that much real estate.
Yeah. Thank you, Kendra, for coming on today.
We really appreciate it, and happy Juneteenth to you and your family.
Thanks. Have a good one.